I'm Gaurav Rastogi to help you in your class 10th journey. But there's a need of you also to help me out in some or the other way. I can find that my videos are being viewed by only 20 to 25 people only, and I don't know how many of them are students of that 25 views. Okay, so I just want to request you to share my channel to all your friends and your classmates, your enemies who are there in your class 10th, okay, who are your classmates, so that I also get kind of motivation to make more videos after seeing that yes, many people are viewing my channel. Okay, let's start. Name of the chapter is pair of linear equation in two variables. Okay, this is the third chapter. So lines of two equations. When two lines are given in a plane, only these possibilities can happen. What are the possibilities? That either they will intersect, either they will not intersect, means they are parallel, or they are above each other. I hope you have understood. Moving further, let's see the graphical representation of the lines which are intersecting. The two equations given are 4x minus 3y is equals to 8 and x minus 2y is equals to minus 3. Okay, so when we put x is equals to minus 1 in the first equation, 4x minus 3y equals to 8, we get y is equals to minus 4. And when we put x is equals to 2, we get y is equals to 0. In the second equation, when we put 1 in the x, we get y is equals to 2. And when we put minus 1 in the x, we get 1 equals to y. Okay, now let's bring out the graph. So let's see the points. 2 comma 0, yes, minus 1 comma minus 4, 1 comma 2, and minus 1 comma 1, yes. And here's are the points marked. Now we will join the both the points with 1 lines, and you will find one line going like this, another line going like this, intersecting at a point which is 5 comma 4. Okay, moving further. Graphical representation of coincident line means lines which are means one above the other. Okay, no difference. So the first equation is 3x minus y is equals to 6, and the second equation is 6x minus 2y equals to 12. Now talking about the blue box equation, when we put the value of x as 0, we get the value of y as minus 6. When we put the value of x as 2, we got the value of y as 0. When we put the value of x as 1 in the red box, we got y is equals to minus 3, and when 3, we got 3 as well. Okay, now putting the points on the graph. I hope you know the way of plotting the points on the graph. Okay, and make the straight line going through the points. Yes, if you make another line for the red dots, another line for the blue dots, they both will be coinciding, means one above the other. Moving on to the next part, which is parallel lines. Parallel lines means which are from equal distance from one another. First equation says 3x plus 2y is equals to 8, and second equation says 3x plus 2y equals to 2. So when we put the value of x as 2 in the blue box equation, we got y is equals to 0, and when minus 2, we got y is equals to minus 1. Oh sorry, minus 4. When we put the value of x as 3 in the red box equation, we got y is equals to 2, and when we put it minus 3, we got y is equals to 0. Now bringing the graph. Now plotting all the points, we have 4 points. Okay, 2 comma 0, minus 2 comma minus 4, 3 comma 2, minus 3 comma 0. Okay, you can see when we will draw the lines, they will be parallel to each other. How? Let's make the first line going through the blue dots, second line going through the red dots. You can see they both are equally distant from each other and not at all intersecting. Now the relations between intersecting, connecting and parallel lines. Okay, how to identify with the equation. Now we are going to discuss this. So I hope you know A1 B1 what is C1 and A2 B2 C2. I hope you know, because the equation, if the equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0, this is the first equation, and the second equation can be as a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, so now writing down all the things, we have the first pair of equations which are intersecting. So we found that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, neither c1 by c2. Okay, and the number of solutions for this will be only one when the both the equations satisfy the same value of x and y is the number of equation they have. Then when they are coinciding, the pair of equations, when they are coinciding, we found that all the three, a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2 are equal. Okay, and since they are overlapping each other, so the number of solution will be infinity, many. The third pair of equations we have a parallel. Okay, so in this we found that a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Then the graphical representation will be parallel, and the number of solution will be none because they are not intersecting at all and they both have no equal value of x and y. Now, how to solve a pair of equation to find the value of x and y? There are three methods for this. So let me make them introduced to you. First one is substitution method, in which we take out the value of x from an equation and put that value of x in the other equation, so that a equation we used to find is having a single variable, either x or y. Elimination, we used to multiply some number to the first one, multiply some number to the second one, and find the sum or the difference of the both the equation to find such that the answer which we have got is having only one variable, either x or y. Moving further, cross multiplication method cannot be explained right now, but later I will do so. Let's see how to solve the pair of equation using substitution method. We will take the same pair of equation, which is 8x plus 5y equals to 9 and 3x plus 2y is equals to 4 in all the three methods, and find the answer. And kind of it will be proving that yes, all the three methods are working and we are getting the similar answer. So what we are doing is we are taking the value of x from the first equation, which is 8x plus 5y equals to 9. We are sending 5y to the right hand side, which will give you 9 minus 5y, and 8 in the denominator, which will give you 9x minus 5y by 8 is equals to x. Now we have the second equation having 3x plus 2y is equals to 4, and we are putting the value of x we found over there, or you can say substituting the value of x we have found out there in this equation, and subsequently we find that y is equals to 5. And then we are substituting the value of y in the equation 1 we found. Okay, 1 is written out there in the equation 1 we found. We are substituting the value of x in that and y in that, and finally getting the value of x. Y is 5 and x is minus 2. Note it. Now moving further, elimination method. In this, as I told, we multiply some numbers to both the equation and then add or subtract. So we are multiplying in the first equation 2 and in the second equation 5, such that the coefficient of y becomes the same in both the equation, because they are much nearer. 5 and 2 is much nearer to each other as compared to 8 and 3. So it is not a rule that I can only do for the coefficient of y. I can also do it for the coefficient of x, but I did it for y because it is simpler. Moving further, we multiplied 2 to the first one, 5 to the second one, and then subtracted the both. We got that x is equals to minus 2 by subtracting only. Then we will again do the substitution thing, substituting the value of x in any of the equation. It can be the first one or it can be second one. You will get the same answer, which is 5. So I hope you have understood this. Moving on further to the cross multiplication method, which is a little type of tricky and difficult one, but easier to understand. Moving further, if the equations are in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x b2y plus c2 is equals to 0, then we can say that x divided by b1 into c2 minus b2 into c1 is equals to y divided by c1 into a2 minus c2 into a1, and it is both are equal to 1 upon a1 into b2 minus a2 into b1. Okay, so this cross which you are seeing in the between arrows, okay, x is, and then we are writing b1 b2 c1 c2 a1 a2 b2 and b1 and b2. Okay, b c a b, on the either both the sides we have b, and between c and a. Okay, now what we are doing is x y z in the above, you can see we are taking it in the form of equation x divided by, first of all moving from the left up to the right down, b1 into c2. Okay, minus, we will add minus sign between, we are going to subtract both the terms, and then b2 into c1, which is left down into right up. I hope you have understood this how to do. Okay, so moving for the cross multiplication method using the same equations, x y1 divided by b1 b c2 minus b2 c1 c1 a2 minus c2 a1 a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Okay, so we got x upon 5 into 4 minus 2 into 9, y is y upon 9 into 3 minus 4 into, and 1 upon 8 into 2 minus 3 into 5, because a1 is equals to 8, a2 is 3, b1 is 5, b2 is 2, c1 is 9, and c2 is 4. Yes, okay, we got y by x by 2 is equals to y by minus 5 equals to 1 by 1. So we will equate both the equation to 1. We will get y by 2 is equals to 1 with x by 2 is equals to 1, which will give you 2, x is equals to 2, and y by minus 5 equals to 1, which will give you y is equals to minus 5. Oh my god, I had done something wrong. Stop. The value of x and y in the previous equations were minus 2 and 5, but here it's coming 2 and minus 5. Have I done something wrong? Pause the video and find what I have done wrong. I hope you got to know what I have done wrong. Actually, we use this formula when the equation is in the form of a1x plus b2 b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. But we did not do so because the right hand side was not having 0 in any of the equations we had solved in. Yes, so let us bring 9 and 4 to the left hand side and then solve the equation. So we have the equation as 8x plus 5y minus 9 equals to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 4 equals to 0. I hope you have understood what I did wrong, and you need not do it. Okay, learn from the mistakes, and subsequently after solving it we got the value of x equals to minus 2 and y is equals to 5.